Why is it so difficult to understand the risks from artificial intelligence? So first of all, I'm going to say understanding the concepts of risk for an organization is not actually that obvious. Really, what you're going to be looking at in an organization is not those external hazards or those information security threats. Sure, they exist, but that's not your main point. You're going to be looking at the things that makes it more difficult for you to get to your objectives. So you're putting in place different artificial intelligence tools. Let's say over marketing. You want to understand your customer engagement. You want to understand whether your brand is getting good following. You want to use different tools in artificial intelligence. Fine. Okay, now what do we actually have as risks from that? Well, the main risks will be related to not actually achieving those particular objectives. So your AI tool giving you wrong outputs about what your customers want. Maybe they're not exactly configured in a way that they understand your brand. Maybe they're not giving you timely information. Maybe they are just giving you information about other brands that you think are about yours, but they are not. There are many different tools that we can see in artificial intelligence, and a sad characteristic of them is that they often lack transparency. That is not something that should actually exist, but it does in many cases. So work on that transparency and work on trying to understand how you can best achieve your objectives. And for the risk part, all the things that are going to make it more difficult for you to achieve those objectives are going to be your main risks. Now, next to those risks, you also have risks from artificial intelligence by the actual use by your employees in the organization. Sometimes they're using the official tools. That's good. They're approved tools used in certain ways that are well controlled. Still, even using those tools can give you incorrect outputs, lead to, say, hiring the wrong candidate if your AI tool uses CVs. Now, another part is the shadow AI. All your employees using artificial intelligence tools that are not properly managed by the organization itself and that don't really have a structure around there. They have huge information security risks. They have huge data protection risks. Before, to have a huge data protection problem, you needed some employee making a huge gaffe, leaking the client data list or something like that. Now, all you need is a diligent employee who's trying to understand more about, say, customer feedback by uploading the list of customers to ChatGPT. You have new risks from that. And finally, the third category, but this honestly is the least to me, is your external actors are now using artificial intelligence for their malicious attacks.